Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the special meeting of the Council of the Township of North Dundas, today being April 3rd, 2025. I'm going to call the meeting to order, and the meeting's in order. Yes, thank you, ma'am. April 3rd at 6:15 p.m. So, calling the meeting to order. And adoption of the agenda moved by Deputy Mayor Bergeron, second by Councillor Andelwald, that the agenda be adopted as presented. All those in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, that's carried. Any disclosures of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof? Seeing none, we'll move on to action requests. Recreation Culture, Ms. Meerberg.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. As Council is aware, one of our local hockey teams, the Senior A Rockets, are in the finals once again. On behalf of Council staff and our residents, I'd like to extend our sincere congratulations to the team and to their executive and wish them the very best of luck as they continue on. The Rockets are scheduled to play Game 3 at home at the Chesterfield and District Arena this Saturday at 2 p.m. They're playing Game 4 on Sunday at Smith Falls at 7:30 p.m. Depending on the outcome of Sunday's game, the Rockets may need home ice again on Saturday, April 12th. The arena's refrigeration plant was planned to be turned off after Saturday's game, so this Saturday's game. Staff are absolutely supportive of keeping the ice in for another week and have proactively scheduled our crew accordingly. However, additional operating costs of approximately $547.50 per day, which equates to $3,285 for the 6 days, was not included in the 2025 approved municipal budget, nor was the additional cost of a facilities attendance. That's one of our student positions. For additional information, when the report was provided for this meeting, or when it was drafted yesterday, staff were advised that the Rockets may need the ice kept in until next Sunday, which would be 7 days. However, we were informed today that it would only be needed until potentially next Saturday. Notably, the need for the Rockets to have the ice kept in is a possibility that we're planning for, but not a guarantee. With an understanding of the difficulties that Council faced during this year's budget process, this special meeting of Council was requested as staff would like to seek Council's direction as to whether the arena operating costs shall be covered by the user group or the general tax base. Should Council direct that the expense be borne by the Rockets, the recreation supervisor can endeavor to rent the ice during the extended operating period to help offset the operational expenses. It's recommended that any revenue generated from the ice rentals be applied as a credit to any amount billable to the Rockets.
Thank you, and my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for not reading the mover and the seconder and my comments and then going over to the directors. But I'll do that now. That's moved by Councillor Andelwald, second by Deputy Mayor Bergeron, that Council charge the Rockets hockey team additional arena operating costs of up to $547.50 for keeping the Chesterfield District Arena open from April 6th through to and including, I believe the 13th is still correct, subject to applicable credits generated from ice rental revenue and subject to additional part-time wages of $106.10. Comments, questions from council members? I'm sorry, Councillor Lennox.
Well, it's dinner time. I want to get out of here. I'm going to say, generally, I'm opposed. The Rockets do so much. They bring so much business to the community. When the arena's packed during playoff season, everyone looks up, sees all the advertisements of all the sponsors. It's driving business. Louis is packed. Same with other restaurants. That's my spiel. Let's keep her short.
Okay, thank you. Any comments, Councillor Andelwald?
Other than, I don't agree with charging. It's good for the community. I think it's good PR.
Thank you. Further comments? I'm sorry, Deputy Mayor, I'll let you go ahead.
My comments, I don't quite agree with my councillors. The arena is usually supposedly supposed to be closed at the end of March every year. And we've already extended it 1 week to accommodate the hockey game. So that's an extra expense of $3,285 for that week, which the taxpayers are already paying for. And so to add a second week, that would be another. And so I think that the hockey team should be paying some of the expenses for the second week. I also want to make a comment that in the future, for the years that are coming, that the hockey teams plan ahead or somehow manage to end their games at the end of March, because this is when we do plan to close our arenas, and that's a date that's been known for a long time. It's gone over for, I think, since 1922, or in the past. We've always extended it 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. But it is expensive to keep it open.
Thank you for your comments, Deputy Mayor. Councillor Urick.
Yeah, we all sat here through the budget process this year, and I won't say nickel and dime. We definitely went hard at it this year to kind of get things in place. And when we look at the raw numbers here as are, not to make light, not to suggest that these are minimal expenses by any stretch of the imagination, but when we consider what it truly costs us every year to operate our arenas, to mow the grass, to put fuel in our vehicles, this doesn't even compare. If we're talking, and right now we're talking hypothetically, so maybe, you know, you gentlemen in the back and say, hey, get your act together, win this weekend. We don't even need the ice in Chester, right? You know, hey, just motivational, right? But all jokes aside, I am not in favor of charging. Let's drive forward here, and I do believe there may be solutions somewhere along the way here, Mr. Mayor.
There may be, but I thought of those solutions too, and I think of the other events that take place, Councillor Urick, in the community that go on. Meet Me on Main Streets, Art in the Waterfront, the support of the fairs, and et cetera, the Old Town Hall has how this community is proud of the hockey teams, the minor hockey teams, the junior hockey teams, the senior hockey teams. It brings great notoriety and pride to our community. I think there's a value to that, and I had a chance to think about that value and how that value is shared by most. I think of the excitement and the whenever people wait for the Meet Me on Main Streets, and how that effort and goes ahead and is supported by the complete community of North Dundas and such. So I'm further. Yes, you want to go ahead.
Not to belabor the point, but to your point further, Mr. Mayor, if this is the road we're going to go down, then we're going to have some serious and vastly difficult conversations with many other user groups in this community.
Sort of what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Thank you. So the question is, all those in favor? All those opposed? In favor of the resolution? You're in favor of the resolution? Thank you. And opposed, the same? That's carried. We're opposed to this. That's carried. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move into the ratification bylaw. Moved by Deputy Mayor Bergeron, seconded by Councillor Annable, that bylaw number 2025-38 to confirm that proceedings of council at a special meeting held on April 3rd, 2025 be passed and enacted. All those in favor? Excuse me. Opposed? Seeing none, that's carried. And the adjournment, moved by Councillor Annable, seconded by Deputy Mayor Bergeron, that council adjourns to the call of the chair at 6:23 p.m. All those in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, that's carried. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to all those that have the chance to go out and see the Rockets play this weekend. It is exciting hockey, as we've mentioned, and it is part of the fabric of our community. Hockey, sports, recreation, and culture is all part of North Dundas. Thank you very much, and have a good night.